Who wins? 100 men versus one silverback gorilla. Stick around to find out, and let's get to the end of this debate. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget the smooth brains. Today, we are solving a little tickler, Everyone on the internet, from Instagram to TikTok to even news outlets, scientists have been talking about, especially teachers, have been talking about 100 men versus one silverback gorilla. And everyone seems to think that this gorilla is just gonna kill 100 men flat out. So I devised a plan, and we're going to figure out. Alright, we're going to see if this could actually work. This is a debate that I love debates, and this is just all opinionated and it's hypothetical. So if you want to go down in the comments and rage, you could go ahead. It's not going to affect me, because I've heard so many arguments go over this, and I'm like, dude, it's literally just hypothetical, but at least it gets people talking. I've devised a plan in my journal. I actually have it up on the screen here. Silverback gorilla. Right? 3 main weaknesses. Prone to disease. Mainly Ebola. Don't got no Obamacare. Alright? That gorilla is dead. Ebola. Nature versus human conflict. Right? So us versus him, pretty much. And destruction towards habitat. They get under a lot of stress and stuff. Right? So 100 men. We're gonna start off 10 crackheads. 10. 99 overall strength. You could shoot them 5 times when they're coming at you with the machete, and they just... right? 15 heavyweight champs from the UFC. Alright? And we're talking about John Jones, damn, I really don't know. I think Francis Ngannou. But here's where, for a gorilla, and I don't mean this in a racial manner, he is just like the most... Kimbo Slice. Attaboy. Rest in peace. 5 track nerds. Another thing that the silverback gorilla is really bad at is endurance. It goes... Whoa! So we're gonna get the 5 track nerds scrawny but could run. They're gonna...
What is that? What is that?
They're gonna run around him, tire him out, and then the boys, they're gonna be like, shh. Here comes the 10 Navy SEALs Black Ops, right? Pop up a picture of them. These are the most badass, stay hard mother fluffers I know. We're gonna get them up in there. Now here's where the strategy comes in. You need 3 zoologists. Hear me out. 3 zoologists. They know how the gorillas work. They might specialize in gorillas, right? So, gotta add that. And they will know how they think and how they're gonna coordinate. Excuse me. So we need them. Obviously, we're gonna need medics. So I'd say 10, right? We're getting close to 100, right? And then after I name all these people, we'll devise a plan. 15 commoners that work out. These might be the sacrificial offerings. Maybe. We just need someone that stays physically fit, you know what I mean? Now these, I'm sorry, are going to be the real sacrificial offerings. 10 80-year-olds. I mean, look, high cholesterol, fibers on low, high blood pressure, you're already on your way out. Skin is elastic like a chicken, That'd be a badass way to go out, is fighting a damn gorilla rather than just sleeping in bed and you die. I'm sorry if that was disrespectful. We're putting them on the front lines. And then 11 firefighters. Firefighters, along from Navy SEALs, are probably the most badass mother fluffers I know, right? They literally walk in fire and save them. So I think they got a good chance carrying all that weight on them. They could, put up a good fight. I don't know what the fire department is like today. If they turn, kind of But I know they were badass like way back then. So, you know. And I forgot to mention these people. 10 American strongmen, Eddie Hall, some of the people with the big traps, and I think they could give a good run for their money for the gorilla. So, yeah, that's the people we're getting. Now let's talk about the battle plan, right? Have my journal here. I'm not good at drawing. So, we're going to devise a plan here. We're going to get the 10 80-year-olds, right? This is the gorilla. We're going to get the 10 80-year-olds push up first, right? These are the sacrificial offerings. 10 80-year-olds, right? They're going to go up first, right? And then that's when the crackheads start creeping. Mind you, one has Ebola. Still crackheads. Like this. Right? They're going to swing from back. 5 come from the back, 5 come from the side with the 80-year-olds, right? We're going to let them do their work. Now, everyone says to dogpile. You only could get about 15 people, or maybe even 10, right? So that's why we're putting up all our sacrificial offerings right here, the 80-year-olds, right? And then we have the crackheads going at work. Then we throw in the track stars. After the 80-year-olds get demolished, we'll say about the gorilla's going to take out 5, right? If he's hungry, maybe even 8, because I don't think they're going to eat him. I think they're just going to kill him, right? But he's going to be overwhelmed, overstimulated. Mind you, we're in his habitat, and the 2 things he doesn't like is people being in his habitat, destroying it, and nature versus human conflict. So that's already stressing that mother fluffer out, right? So that's the track nerds, right? Track nerds, right? Devise a plan, right? We're going to get in the Navy SEALs. So let's say about they took out 15 men already. That's when the Navy SEALs, we send them in. And then right here, oh, coming from this side, Kimbo Slice is just going to throw a nasty right hook to this gorilla, right? He's going to start wobbling. Oh. That's when I'm going to get the firefighters, right? Come around back. Swing around back, right? We're going to flank this all the way, grab his neck. Just start. And then they're like, oh, I can't do it, I'm slipping. UFC champions come in. Right side of his neck, right? We're just going to torque it, right? Mind you, I don't think I've ever seen a penis on a silverback. But if it's a male, I know he has a penis. Commoners are going to locate that penis and just start ripping like that. Sorry, I got too graphic. They're just going to start ripping, right? That's going to hurt the freak out of him. Who do we have left? I think we had the zoologist and the medics, right? Okay, so then, you know, the people, they're going to scoop up the medics and the zoologist. Zoologist is going to be like, oh, okay, he's getting tired, he's going tired, right? That's when the 10 American strongmen come out and just fully elbow him, right? Elbow him, as long as with the UFC fighters, in the eyes, right? We have to get the gorilla on his back, right? Eyeballs, poke him in the eyeballs, get him on his back. We're going to get the people to hold him down, the American strongmen, right? And then that's when we're just going to just curb stomp him. 15 people at a time, curb stomp him. And I think we're going to win this fight. And that's it, bro. I think we're going to win. Honestly. Don't underestimate humans. I don't know why everyone's thinking that humans are not strong, or they just think we're retarded. Some of them are. I can't even lie. I'm a little retarded. Have domain, I would say. And that is why I think humans would win versus a gorilla. Thank you for sticking around for my useless, brain-dead argument. But if you enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Catch you in the next day, brothers and sisters.